to the Newsport, an interview with stars of Mano Nera. We've got Graham Lee Smith and Candy SodaStream. First of all, guys, can you just tell us a little bit about the play, Mano Nera? I hear it's been a great success, and also the characters that you play.
Feel free to start.
Well, it's set in the 30s in England, which is in Queensland, I suppose. It's about the Italian immigrants and their mafia wars that they brought with them from Italy. Basically, this is what it's about.
And the triumph of love over adversity and triumph of good over evil, basically, as well. So it's got quite an uplifting message in the end.
Okay. And Candy, you play a character of ill repute, I believe, in the show?
Yes, a prostitute from Sydney. She's not from Sydney originally, but she has spent her time in Sydney for quite a while, and she's from Darlinghurst, or Razorhurst as it was called. She's of ill fame, yes.
Okay, Graham, tell us about your character.
Oh, my character's quite a lovable guy. His name's Mario Palumbo, and he's a local motorcar driver for hire. My character was basically sent out to Australia to escape the fascists, to escape Mussolini, and he's coerced really into being part of Vincenzo's gang, and then rebels against that, and unfortunately pays the price. But the way the play's structured is that it's really a memory piece, starting with old Mario on his chair on his 90th birthday, remembering all the action, and I'm the young version of Mario who he's remembering in his life and his story. Okay. So he's a good character.
So in terms of the Italian accents, were they hard to perfect, and how did you work on those in rehearsals?
I was lucky that I spoke some Italian, or have in the past learned some Italian, so my accent was very easy to just bring up and start again like this. It's not too bad. It's okay, because then I can say things like the ragazzi and the bambini, the children and the babies, and it actually helps you go into character. So I didn't have any problems with the Italian accent at all.
Working with Jack Haywood, how did you find that?
Your first time, you go first again.
He can be quite demanding, but I have great trust in him. He's a very... he makes you trust yourself on stage. I'm for the first time in my life on stage, and I feel nervous backstage, not on stage. And
Graham, I understand you've done a number of plays, local plays previously.
I have. This is the fourth production I've been in, and the third one with Jack. And as Candy SodaStream was saying, the Stiletto was saying, Jack can be quite demanding to work for, but once you learn his style and listen to his direction, he's quite easy to manage. At some point he's going to have a hissy fit, but it's okay. You just put up with that. And I found, nerves-wise, I don't really get nervous before I come on, because I get myself really prepared. Learning the lines, and also making sure that you've got an area where your costume is and your props are, so you know where everything is. And then Sean Cram, who plays Albino the baker, he takes us through a warm-up before every show, and that's really good to act physically warm and get the voice warm and everything else, and that helps take a lot of the potential nerves away, because as soon as that's really finished, we sing our key song, and then we're on. So you don't get much time to be nervous.
So you're acting in front of a lot of friends and family here at the Clink. Is that do you find that a positive, or does it make it actually harder?
Both. Depends on which one there is.
Well, you had your lovely partner sitting in the front row last week, didn't you?
Yeah, and when I saw him there, it was like, ooh.
And just, I believe you had the Mayor of Ingham come here for opening night. Was that a bit of an inspiration to know that he'd actually come up so far with a group of other...
Yeah, and there was a busload of Italians from Ingham who actually, this story is a true story, and there were ancestors of people who actually were in this story.
She'll be put under the spotlight now, because
we better actually say that you joined us at least.
Should I be sitting
Mario, I think he's in the wrong way. He's like sitting next to my girl, eh? What's going on?
She's not yours.
Bring up the kind of shopping the kind of for me, can you?
So Russell Sawyer, thank you very much for joining us as well. We've been through my mistake. We've been through the characters of Graham and Candy. So can you tell us a little bit about the role that you play?
As I mean, Italian or just normal?
Oh, you choose. Italian.
I am Vincenzo Di Parmi. I come here from Calabria because Mario tells me he has a big car he wants to help me to make a business with. But little did I know, Mario was trying to take my girl and my business and my heart if I had one.
So I believe there's a bit of a story behind how you got involved in acting and coming up here with Jack Haywood.
Yeah, basically I was hitchhiking with Centrelink and Jack Haywood, saw my cute little ass with my thumb out and snapped me into his vehicle. And this was about 3 or 4 years ago actually. And I got involved with Jack and we did a play called Jimmy Goon Comes to Australia. And then 3 years ago, I worked with him in a play called Sins of Ellen Thompson. And I got really upset because he made me a pushover, sand kicked in the face type character. So I yelled at him and he gave me this role as the lead as evil, which is so more me after a bottle of Jameson.
Before a bottle of Jameson.
We were talking about nerves earlier, so that's obviously how you deal with yours before.
I don't have any this time. I know, because he's so psychopathic and it's so easy to be that. There's no nerves. This play is all the sentences are really short, so there's no big monologues stressing you out. It's like 2 or 3 lines, 2 or 3 words, and if you stuff up, you can just jump onto the next one, and it keeps on flowing really well because of that.
And the nervousness comes more from the fact that it is a hectic pace, and all the changes are really quick. So that just makes everything has to be in place, everything has to happen quickly, all changes are really quick. So the nervousness is actually backstage.
So you've got a few shows ahead of you yet to come. What would you say to people who haven't actually seen the plays yet?
Oh, come along. Yeah, it's an
done
excellent show.
If you don't come with me, you'll come around and take care of it for you. So
yeah, but his game night is pretty good.
You come when you die. This is the way it is.
Fantastic,
guys. It's an excellent show. It's got a lot of meat to it, a lot of relevance for local area as well. A lot of excitement. We've got, as you said, there's bombings and mutilations and murders and all sorts.
Video projections and these magic curtains. It's a different way of theatre.
So it's a great theatrical spectacle as well. So please come.
It's an ambitious theatre play.
Yeah, I think the thing for me that upsets me the most is I don't get to see it.
Yeah.
Put in all this effort for the community and I don't even get to see it.
Well, Vincenzo, Mario and Stiletto, thank you for joining us at the Newsport.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with the rest of the showings.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Churchill.